Alright everybody, welcome to another Ruckus review. Here we are at Alder Lake Campground. We're going to go give you the first-hand perspective and show you what this campground's all about. Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Unique Adventurez. We are doing another Ruckus Campground review. We are here at Alder Lake's main campground out here in Alder. This campground is separated into two separate segments. You have sites 1 through 40 and sites 41 through 78. We're going to start with number 1. We're going to take a left here. On the right hand side here, you're going to see mostly pull through sites, and you're going to see your back end sites on the left hand side here. Most of these are pretty good in the beginning here. 1, 3, and 5, even 7. These sites look fairly flat, even the ones here on the left hand side, the back end spots. This is probably 4 or 6 here, and this is a very busy weekend here at the end of June, and but very family friendly campground, and a lot of people having a good time. This is one of the things about this campground you have to watch. Some of these sites kind of have these duck through pull sites here. I attempted one of these right after we got our travel trailer, and it really was kind of hard. But you know, you just kind of want to fill it out. So that was site 9. This is site 11, and it kind of dips down as well. You just have to kind of be careful with booking some of the sites here, you know, especially on the pull throughs in the first 1 through 40. And the back end sites I found to be fairly accessible here. This is a great spot here. Look at it. This is site 16. And look, it's got a great open area here. Great, you know, you can do some cornhole, do some activities out here. This is a very big site. Looks like the person that had this one reserved hasn't gotten here yet, but that's a great site. And you know, some of these here are a little bit smaller, like this, where this little Coachman Clipper is here, but still great sites. But you got these little duck through. This is site number 15. Got this little duck through pull under here. So 15, 17, 19, these ones here are going to be the hard ones to get into. Site 20 is a little dip pull through here, but you see 19, this is the site we tried to hit the first night we had our trailer. We came out here, and I tried to get in here, and I could probably do it now, but being a novice 2 years ago, I was not able to get in here. So you just got to watch some of these sites, you know. Here's another site that's it's a decent size site. Does take a little bit of English for the leveling on this site here. We tried to get into this that first night too. It didn't work out. That was kind of an epic fail kind of deal, you know. It was monsooning outside. We just got the trailer. This is site number 21. We just couldn't make it work. Took us a couple hours that first night to get into a site. But it was alright. Now the upper sides of these pull throughs are great. 23 through 40 on the odd sides are all going to be pull throughs. All these sides seem to be fairly flat, fairly level. This site here, great open looking site here. And this site over here on the left hand side here, this is the site we ended up staying in our first night. It was monsooning and stuff out here, and but this was a great site for us to practice on. It was fairly level. We didn't have to do a lot of work at this site. This is site number 26. It's a great site, and this is what we ended up doing the first night we were here. But you can see here, this is site 26 behind us, or probably like 27. And then we got 28 here. All these pull throughs on the upper side here, they've all are decently sized, and they're fairly flat, so you won't have to really worry about dipping into some of those holes. Now on the back side here, whatever sites this is here, this is This is something that you'll have to contend with a little bit if you do try to take a travel trailer in here. You're going to end up putting your front jack on the ground and burying it pretty hard to get down into this little hole here. This is site number 30, and there's a couple of these spots here that makes it a little bit more challenging to get into, but not terrible. If you're a little bit more experienced, you're going to be okay. You know, that's a great site right there. This was the one we were talking about here. This guy's got his front jack completely buried into the ground to keep it level. So not that it can't be done, you just have to, you know, kind of watch it. But yeah, this is a great site. And then you got the bathrooms right here on your left hand side. I believe they've got coin operated showers and, you know, stuff like that in there. Not too bad. Another pull through site here on the upper side. Like I said, they're all great. If you can get into one of these, it's pretty good. This is site number 35 here. Big sites, big rigs, you know, fairly level. It doesn't look too bad. Site 37 looks like you had to do a little bit of load adjustment for the leveling on this. And then, you know, this site here, this is site 36. Not too bad. And you got 38 here. This is actually really open. This is a great looking site here. Not a lot of grass, but you got a lot of real estate. And I guess these upper sites here too, if you're looking at like these 39 and 37 here, look at all this grass you got out here. You know, it got a nice little setup here, and even over here. So there's a lot of great sites here. If you're kind of confused on, you know, which one to get, it may be worth to come out and kind of spec your spot out first if you're not too familiar with the park, or watch some more of these videos and see if you can figure out what you know, what site looks like it's going to work. That's why we're doing these videos, to give people kind of an insight on what these campgrounds are like before you actually get here. So we're on the back side of the campground here. And like I said, you got your pull-through sites on the right, you got your back ends on the left. Got a little bit of a dip there, not too bad. Like I said, your pull-throughs on this upper side are going to be premium. They're going to be the best spots to get. This site here looks like it's got a little bit of a dip. 45 there looks good. Great open spot there. 46 has got a dip. We hope maybe at some point in time to be able to get out to this campground, you know, and actually camp out here. But we were in the area, we're at Rocky Point this weekend, and you know, we're checking out all the campgrounds and seeing what some of these other campgrounds in the area have to offer, so we can give you guys as much content as we can during the camping season here. 49, great spot. These are great spots. This one down here's got a little bit of a dip. Looks like his front jack's a little bit buried here. Trying to level out. Nice looking Jayco there. This guy here looks like he's got a double slide, and he was able to make it work. This is site 51. Able to just barely squeeze it in there. And then you've got these sites 53 through 68. We'll go down here real quick. These are all 10 sites down here, so should look pretty much like a parking lot with a bunch of spots in the back for tents. Looks like this is very kid friendly here. Everybody's having a good old time. And got some potable water down here if you need water. Nice open looking tent spots. These are really good. And it's kind of cool, they actually have spots dedicated for these tents. Dish cleaning station. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. So they're at least trying to give you some amenities for your money down here, you know, so you can like wash up everything, and you know, you got bathrooms and stuff, and you know, down around here. And yeah, these are good looking sites. This one here looks like a tandem, 63 and 64. Everybody down here looking like they're having a good old time. But yeah, little dish cleaning station there. It's good stuff. So we got site number 68 here, looking good. These also got little trails that go down to the beach down here as well, which is kind of cool, on the back side here. We're gonna let this guy come through here first. But yeah, it's a great family-friendly campground. We can't wait to probably get down here and try to check it out for a weekend. As everybody knows, here in Washington, reservations are kind of hard to come by with a lot of these sites. You know, and everybody got thrown for a loop with this COVID this year and getting reservations done, and it kind of really messed everybody up. So, you know, I think a lot of us are just trying to do the best we can for this summer. So we're on the back side of the bottom here. 69, 71. Like I said, all these pull-through sites at the last spot here, they look fairly level. They don't look like they dip hard. On the left-hand side here, the back-end spots, they look good. Nothing major to write home about there. It's a great setup little campground here. I like the ability to have the pull-throughs on the right and the back ends on the left. And not a whole lot of static down here. Everything looks fairly level. Don't really look like you're missing a whole lot. You know, if you just had to make a quick reservation on one of these spots. This is 76, and then you got 77 here. It's a great spot, fairly level, doesn't look too bad. It's in a little bit of a hole, but I think that'd be all right. So if you're finding value out of this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you drop a comment below. You know, let us know what you think about this campground, or maybe some points about the campground that I may have missed. But on that, this will pretty much wrap up another episode of Unique Adventurez. Like I said, if you've got value out of this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you're notified, so when we drop another Ruckus review, you won't miss it. And we'll see you in the next video.